top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The LSU Tigers offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Demania. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Right back to it. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So South Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's sacked. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Snatches it on the right. Finds a seam. He's a touchdown Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. As the rooster crows, they are extra time. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because...
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Graves. Quickly to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Looking for room. It's Stamania.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down. Got rid of it. It's complete to the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. The pitch. Got enough for the first down. He's up to 57 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on second and short. He caught it, and he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Back to throw. It's Sapp. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Graves. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to throw, it's Graves. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got him downfield. Flying down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes out of the end zone, and the returner goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's going to run it. Got a first down. Across the 25. He's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense picks it up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Poor starting field position here for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sapp. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Corrals it at the 45. There he goes. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Sapp. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll set up to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. On the move to his left. Quarterback got it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number,
looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Graves. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the 1st half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Got blown out in the 1st half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. We just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for for the defense, for special teams, everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Makes it past the marker. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Graves. Extending the play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Throwing right. Makes a connection. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To throw, it's Graves. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pump going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Graves. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Fitted in the window for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Off play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Clay. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Graves. Makes the grab on the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking to buy time. Slithers into space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Touchdown, LSU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's set. It's complete to the left. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Just keeps slinging it. Takes the easy one to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Graves. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Lets it go to the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out.
There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Hard running there. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Burr. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day. This offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long,
and he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Graves. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Graves. He's taking the shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.